Hey everyone, hope you're enjoying your day. I'm here with another video. Just wanted to talk to you guys about something real quick. I wanted to talk about, not really talk about a TV show, but I wanted to, kind of talk about it, but, tell you what I learned from it. So, I've been watching American Crime Story, the second season, the Assassination of Gianni Versace, and it was, I watched the last season too with, part of the last season with, the O.J. Simpson one. I just kind of got tired of that one because of the Kardashian stuff, so I stopped watching that. But anyways, to make a long story short, let's get back to the Assassination of Gianni Versace. It was a very interesting season, a little mini series, and it really, even though it says that it's the Assassination of Gianni Versace, it was really more about the killer, Andrew Cunanan. And it was such an interesting story because you really got to see his life and got to see the things that really led up to him murdering all these people, including Versace. You got to look at his childhood and, his relationships and with people in his family and things like that. It was very, very interesting. But the thing that what is this guy doing? One of the things that I have learned the most with this season is that you have to watch what you say and what you do around children. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I got that lesson from this mini-series. So, as I stated, you saw his life, you saw his childhood, you saw the events that led up to him murdering Versace and all the other people that he messed around with. When I watched the part where it showed his childhood, I saw a very disturbing childhood. His father, spoiled him. He really loved his son. His father really did love him. But at the same time, his father was a liar, a manipulator, molested him as a child, and I would say even he abused his mother. They really didn't show him doing a lot of things to his mother, but he really wasn't respectful to his mother. And there was one scene, I believe, that he had pushed his mother down or something, and it seemed like his mother was very afraid of his father. And you could tell that, episodes 2, watching his mother, that there was something mentally wrong with her too. That there was something more going on with her. So, he lived in a, not so good home. And Andrew, it just seemed like he wanted the fame. Andrew wanted fame. He wanted money. He wanted to feel important. And that just seems like this was all he wanted, was to feel that he was important. He wanted all eyes on me and, the fame, the money, and everything. And it's so funny because when you looked at the episode a couple episodes ago when they showed his childhood, you understand how he learned his behaviors. He got his behaviors from his father. All the lying and manipulating, and his father was a con artist. it was very interesting. And it just goes to show you how people pick up things from their parents. That's why I say you got to watch the way you act and the things that you say in front of your kids. Now, I'm not a parent, but that's something that I took away from watching this, and that's something that I'm gonna, make sure that I'm aware of when I have kids. That I watch what they say and do, because kids, they're watching us, and the things that kids experience as children, the things that they see, the things that they see you do, and things that they hear you say, that stuff is going to follow them. That stuff is going to follow them until their adulthood. Because I can definitely relate to that. I mean, I think we all can. There are things that we've experienced as a child that we have taken with us to our adulthood. So that's something that, I'm going to be cautious about when I become an adult. Because when I look at Andrew Cunanan, his parents, they created a monster. And I think some parents, they behave in a certain way, and they're not even thinking that, this is going to have an effect on my child, or what is my child going to turn up like me? Are my bad behaviors, are those going to contribute to my own child's bad behaviors? And I think that sometimes some parents don't think about that. That's why you got to be aware of what you do and what you say in front of your kids. And not just parents, all adults. We've got to be role models for our kids. We got to be. Yeah, but it's just, and that's what I'm taking from that whole mini series. And I think that, it's so sad, because the death of Versace was tragic. But when you look at the whole life of Andrew Cunanan, it's like his life was tragic. His life and everything, his whole life was tragic to me. He was a walking tragedy to me. He was a walking tragedy, and it's so sad. Like, he was set up for disaster. It's terrible, because his father lied to him. It's like his whole childhood was a lie. Like, he thought his father was something great, and he aspired to be like his father. He looked up to his father, to find out that his father was a liar, a manipulator. He abused him and abused his mother, and I mean, his father was just, he was a fraud. It was so many things. He just did bad things. He was just a bad person. Yeah, but that's exactly what I took away from it. It's an interesting show that you guys need to check out. I hope a lot of you checked it out, because I really did enjoy it. The actor that played Andrew Cunanan, he did a fantastic job. And you really got to see, like, it was very, kind of like psychological, and it was just interesting. I loved it. I really did enjoy it. It was just, it was eye-opening to me. And you just get to see, what kids go through, because kids kids go through a lot. Kids go through a lot. He went through a lot as a child. I went through a lot as a child from my own personal experience. I mean, I could make a whole video about things that I had to go through as a child. But there are things that, you know, he went through that I could even identify with. You know, with me growing up with, you know, low self-esteem. He wanted to be somebody. He wanted to, you know, he wanted attention, and, you know, that's what he wanted. But hope you guys checked it out. Yeah, the season finale was yesterday. It was a fantastic mini series. I recommend you watch it and, you know, see what you get out of it. But that's exactly what I got out of it. You know, we got to be better role models for our kids. You know, watch what you say and watch what you do in front of children, because they're watching you. They're watching us. They're watching us. Not just the parents, all the adults. Adults, teenagers. Teenagers are watching the adults. The little kids are watching the teenagers. We just all have to make sure that we're better role models for in our society. You know? But that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about. This video was kind of long, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on the show and what I learned about it. You know, what I got out of it, and maybe, you know, hopefully you got the same thing out of it too. But that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day.